How's everybody doing? This is Mr. Bernal. I'm going to show you a video about two-step story problems. Two steps. Well, we kind of blew it, but when we are reading story problems, we want to figure out how many steps there actually are. Let me bring this a little bit closer. Hopefully everybody can see this. When we are reading story problems, I'm going to break this down and then show you what to do when there are multiple steps in a math story problem. All right, so let's get started. First, I have students read the story problem at least 3 times. First time, read it without any numbers. Second time, try to identify the important quantities and units, important information. And then the third time, get started. It becomes a little bit more difficult when there are 3-step story problems, or more than one step. So check this out. I want you to pause the video, give this a try at home, and then let's see if you get the same answer. All right. So if you had an opportunity to pause it, you can unpause it, or this is your last chance to do this because I'm about to solve this. First time reading it. A farmer has apples and puts them into baskets of each. If he gives away baskets, how many apples does he have left? Cool. When I read this, something that stands out in the first sentence, a farmer has some apples. That's the first thing. That farmer puts those apples into baskets, and I'm using my hands. I have to kind of use my hands to feel it and to fully understand. So into baskets. I'm pretending, right? I'm using my hand. You can practice this at home also. Then he gives away some baskets, or he or she gives away some baskets. Take it, take it, take it. How many apples does he have left? Oh, it's a he. So I'm understanding that this is about a farmer with apples. He is putting them into baskets with a certain amount in each. And then he is giving away some apples. And I've had to figure out, he's giving away some baskets. And I had to figure out how many apples he has left. Second time reading it. I'm going to read it with the numbers. Then I'm going to circle the important quantities and units. Hopefully you can pause right here if you haven't before. And think about what are the important quantities and units. Unpause and see if you agree with me. A farmer has 90 apples and puts them into baskets of 10 each. If he gives away 3 baskets, how many apples does he have left? Now, check it out. A farmer, that's not really important. We know this is about a farmer, but has 90 apples. I'm going to circle that. Let's make this a little bit thicker. So I'm going to circle has 90 apples and puts them into baskets of 10 each. I think that's very important also. Puts them, the action. And what is the action connected to? Puts them into baskets of 10 each. Cool. This is going to help me understand what's going on, what's important, and then it's going to help me figure out how many steps are actually in this story problem. If he gives away 3 baskets, how many apples does he have left? So he gives away 3 baskets. That's very important. The action, he gives away. He gives away what? 3 baskets. So I'm not just circling 3. I'm just not circling 3 baskets. But what is the action that comes before that? Then I also have to underline the question. Sometimes there may not be a question in the exact story problem, but for this example, there is. So how many apples does he have left? So this is what I need to find out. So at the end of this, this is what I need to find out. Make sure that I'm answering that with my answer statement. All right, so step A has 90 apples. What does he do with that 90 apples? So first he has 90 apples. Then he puts them into baskets of 10 each. So I know that this basket has 10, this basket has 10, this basket has 10. Boom, boom, boom. I am taking a total amount and I am putting the same amount in each. That's division. So step A, I know I have to divide. Cool. Now my step B, I'm going to read it a little bit more. Next sentence, then he gives away 3 baskets. Gives away, gives away, gives away. When you give something away, the number's going down. It is decreasing. So subtract. Subtract. Ooh. I'm just making up words. Subtract. All right. So I'm going to subtract. Hopefully that's a little bit better. First operation is to divide. Then I know I have to subtract. Let me read it one more time just so I have a good grip. Third and final time before I get busy. A farmer has 90 apples and puts them into baskets of 10 each. If he gives away 3 baskets, how many apples does he have left? So I think I have a good understanding. I'm going to jump into this. Step A, I'm going to divide. I'm going to have to divide the 90, because that's the total, by 10. And when I go back in the story, that 10 represents how many are in each. So there are 10 in each. Pause for a moment. Think about it. What do you think I'm going to find out? Now, a lot of you might know what the answer is, the number. But what are the units? What are we trying to find out? Now, if you said this is going to tell us how many baskets, ooh, good thing I teach math. Baskets, this is also going to represent the groups. Remember, multiplication and division, there's the total, how many are in each in the groups or rows. So I know that the baskets in the story represent the amounts of groups. Cool. Most of you know what the answer is, but it's important that you also show your thinking to match this, because if not, it might detour you or might mess you up. So trust me. I'm going to draw 10 in each until I get up to 90. Here we go. I'll change the color too. So this is 10, 10. Good. This is another group of 10. I'm putting 10 in each. This is 20. This is another group of 10, 30. And make sure that you're doing your skip counts also. So then it's easier for you to check your thinking, check your work, and to see if you actually made any errors. When you do all this in your head, mental math, you don't know where you might make an error or a mistake if you do. Another 10 in each, another group. Another 10 in each, or like it says, I put them into another basket of 10. This is 60. I put it into another basket of 10. 70 apples. I put it 10 apples in another basket. Now I'm at 80 apples, and I put 10 apples in this final basket, which gets me to 90 apples. Cool. So as you can see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 baskets. Cool. Hopefully this was your step A. If not, make sure you get that down and see if you can figure out step B. You can pause, take a moment, we can continue. Cool. Step B. It says that he gives away 3 baskets. How many apples does he have left? So I know for a fact that I have 9 baskets. Well, not me, the farmer. And he gives away 3. We already know that's subtracting. Gives away 3. 9 minus 3 is 6. But it's very important you include the units. Very important. 6 baskets. Now, this is a point where some students might get a little bit confused and say, I got to my answer. They might put a crown on that bad boy and say, that is it. However, you need to go back to the question. How many apples does he have left? This does not answer this question. It tells us 6 baskets. But since we showed our thinking over there, I could cross out 3 of those baskets. 1, 2, 3. And I know that this was 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 apples. So in actuality, he has 60 apples left. And this is the entire answer statement. Boom. If you were just looking at the baskets and you remembered, oh, 99 baskets had 90 apples, and he gave away 3 baskets, which is actually 30 apples, this would also get you to 60 apples. Hopefully you got to the same answer. This is a 2-step story problem. It had division and subtraction. Practice, practice, practice. Just get used to the words. Use your body. Try to visualize it. That's why this stuff is important. This is Mr. Bonhomme. I hope you enjoyed, and this was helpful. Peace.